Everyone, we are here at the park again. Um, yeah, Monday at the park. So yesterday we talked about getting on purpose and this idea of vibration in the morning. And today I wanted to talk about what happens when something goes awry. What happens when something goes wrong? Last night I lost one of my favorite gifts that I've ever gotten are these wireless earbuds that I usually wear. And you can see I'm, using the cheapo Amazon ones right now. Hi, buddy. How you doing? We just had a good day at the park. I think they're waiting to get home. You want some more water? All right. So here's the deal. What happens when something really goes wrong? So I don't know if you can see this, but these are my favorite things, like my favorite thing, and that's the right one right now. So what happened is it fell out of my ear last night when I was bringing home food, and all of a sudden I couldn't find it. I looked everywhere in the car. Apparently it probably was in my lap and fell out of the car. Whatever, it got run over during the night. The point being is I woke up, I did all my stuff to get on purpose, and then I got this like little kick in the gut, like this little kick in the groin. That one of my favorite things all of a sudden is gone. It's toast, and that wasn't fun. Now again, this idea of being on purpose is like, well, how do you start to talk to yourself when something like that happens? How do you start to deal with that when something happens? And by the way, this is not a big deal, right? I always use the example with my clients of getting a parking ticket, which had, also happened to me a while. But when you go into that old programming, you start asking questions to yourself, and you're in that subconscious place that, is programmed by your parents and your peers and all these other things. What's going to happen is you're going to ask really, really low energy questions like, why does this always happen to me? Oh my God, why am I such a loser that I let this happen? And those things just don't serve us. So how do we start asking better questions? And I have a friend right now that I'm, working with that's amazing. She's going through cancer. And we started talking about this idea of how do you ask, is it true? How do you ask, does it serve me? How do you ask, other questions like, really, what's the gift in this? So that's what I did. I asked myself, what's the gift in this? I have no idea. But in asking that question, you're a much higher, you're at this higher vibration, higher energy, and you're opening up resources that are going to start to go, I don't know, maybe the gift is I'm telling you this story. Maybe the gift is I have a new story for my clients. I don't even know what the gift is yet. I'm probably going to pay another $100 to get a new one, maybe more. I don't know what, because again, they were a gift. But once you start to ask that question, once you start to open up what are the resources, why is this happening, make sure that it's all happening for you instead of it's happening to you. And that's the thing, it's happening for you. There's something in this. And by the way, then you start to put it in perspective of, I have a friend going through cancer, and she's literally done this program, this on-purpose program. And within weeks, she's starting to look at that cancer instead of something happening to her, it's happening for her. It's a gift. She's finding new resources. She's finding new things in that. And by the way, that's a lot more important. That's just a much bigger deal in this idea of perspective than my little earbuds, right? So once you start to get perspective, once you start to ask better high energy questions, and you have that awareness throughout your day, and what you can control is that awareness, is those questions, is your language to yourself. Once you start to get on purpose like that, it will shift how you do. It won't ruin your day. It will be something that you can start even laughing at a little bit. Like when you ask that question, well, what's the gift in my earbuds getting broken? I don't know. But that's a better quality question than, why does this always happen to me? Why am I such a loser that I would do this and this would happen to me? And so be very, very careful of those questions that you ask. Be very, very careful and direct what you can direct. Remember, the inner world and the questions we ask, the language that we use will start to reflect in that outside world. It will start to reflect in that outside world. So once I say to myself on this one, what's the gift in this? All of a sudden, resources, different ways of shifting thinking, putting it in perspective versus what a friend's going through, or somebody that's actually really dealing with something serious and not earbuds, right? So those questions will help you to stay on purpose throughout the day. So get on purpose in the morning, and then ask better questions when something happens. Oh, excuse me. Chords. Just not used to the chords. Just did it. Anyway, love you guys. Peace and love. I hope this helped you. Get on purpose in the morning, right? Get on purpose. Do the things that we talk about. Do the things in the On Purpose program, and I'll have more videos on that. Get that gratitude going, align with that gratitude, set your intention for the day so that when things like this happen, you're not knocked out on the blocks. You just put it in perspective and smile and go, yeah, you know what, this is a very, very small thing and amongst other things, and there's some kind of gift in it for me. And then have that awareness throughout the day to just make sure that, you're in alignment with that. All right? Peace and love. Talk to you soon.